How do we know this? Because they got legislation for the guillotine. And a lot of these concentration camps, they got guillotines in them. You got the picture, there you go. So that's how this prophecy could be fulfilled. So some of you brothers out there, you will find your head in a guillotine. Some of us back here will find our head in a guillotine. And they're going to put that magic question to you. You going to take that chip? Or you believe in this Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai? They're going to make,
tell them to go fuck themselves.
Exactly. They're going to make fun of the name. Because these devils don't hold nothing sacred. And then in that moment, that's when hey. So now if the Lord is with you, you've read the examples. Like Peter, when he got arrested, the angel of the Lord came right to the joint and broke Peter out, man. Let's bring that out. So it's going to come down to, do you have faith in Yahweh? This, like we tell the brothers, it's all about faith. This is totally based on faith.
Acts,
bring it out.
Acts 12 and 7. And behold, the angel of the Lord came. Jump up.
What's that?
Because a lot of people gonna refuse that chip. You take that or you die. That's coming.
Exactly. Well, he just read the scripture. Did you finish reading?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Then you bring out what you
It's not so much that you die. You're gonna die by way of thermonuclear missiles. All right, shalom, brother.
All right, shalom. Yeah. But even before the missiles, man, it's gonna get real, man. They got them things out there. They're not afraid to use them. You got this guy, Michael Mahoney. He was a CIA operative. He said, look, we have lusted for the hour of martial law when we can get our hands on the Christians. That's a quote from Michael Mahoney. That's what he said. He's an insider. Now, who are the Christians? These people on the side. So anybody that believes in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, anybody that says they're Hebrew Israelite, they're a direct enemy against the so-called New World Order.
Yeah, so you can understand, back in the Roman Empire, when you watch these old Roman movies 2,000 years ago, and they said how they did this to persecuted the Christians, and they fed the Christians to lions, and they did this to the Christians, and Julius Caesar burnt Rome as he fiddled in while he was burning Rome. Nero. Nero was fiddling as Rome burnt. He was the one that set the fire, and he blamed it on the Christians.
That's right.
And you see how many times they said Christians, feed Christians to the lions, persecute Christians. Change the word, take the word out. Take the word Christian out and put Israelites. There wasn't Christians like white people drinking grapefruit juice. You know, there were Israelites that believed in the Lord.
That's right.
All right? Because it tells you that in the scriptures. Give me that, brother. What's that? Acts 11:26.
That's right. That's why we tell you, brothers, you got to get into history. This ain't all about coming out. Yeah, you white people are the devil. This ain't all about that, man.
It's deeper than that.
It goes way deeper than that. And matter of fact, you want to talk about deep? Among the so-called white people are Israelites. So if this is all a color thing, how are you going to explain about the Israelites that were scattered among the so-called white man?
That's right.
Some of the black Irish, some of the Scots, some of the so-called Italians, the Sicilians. Calabrese. How are you going to explain them? If it's all about all you white people. You got Israelites scattered among the so-called white men. And you know what sifts them? The word. That's what sifts them. That's why the Lord said in Amos 9:9, He shall sift the house of Israel from among all nations. So what's the sifting agent? The word. See how...
Acts 11:25. Then departed Barnabas to Tarsus for to seek Paul. And when he had found him and brought him unto Antioch, and it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church and taught much people. And the disciples were called Christians first in Antioch.
So that's where that word came from, Christians, man. People that followed the Lord. And it was like the circumcision that was calling them that. They were talking about they were the Jews, they kept the law, they got circumcised on the 8th day, and they're waiting for the Messiah to come. The Messiah had already come.
Yeah, that's right.
The Messiah came and went. Now when the Messiah come this time, it's going to be a second time.
That's right.
Because you got them so-called Jews waiting for the Messiah, because they wasn't back there 2,000 years ago, the dumb idiots.
That's right.
Then you got a lot of our people that don't believe that the Messiah came. Those are weak ass Israelites, man. They just deal with the Old Testament. All right.
Yeah, and they call him JC. Because years ago, I was in Brooklyn. I had one of them nut jobs came to me, say, yo, you believe in JC? JC? I'm like, who the hell is JC? Jesus Christ. This was years ago in Brooklyn. Go ahead, bro. So they're out there, just like the elder said, they're out there. That's why Paul said, not all Israel are of Israel. All right, go ahead, Peter. Yeah.
Acts 12:5. Peter therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church unto the Most High for him.
So the point is, for our faith, which we already did that, some of us have gone to prison. You had brothers who was in prison for 4 days. You had brothers who were in prison for 2 days, 1 day. But that's all part of being in this truth. You're going to go to prison. Your family is going to hate you. If you have a woman, if you first come in, your woman's going to leave you. That's the condition of being in this thing, man. If you have children, forget about seeing your children. Go ahead, brother. Hey, an example of what we're reading about in Peter. Peter had a wife and children. And Peter asked the Lord, look, we've given up everything for this truth. What shall we receive? Because they had that attitude. This is it, man. We gave up everything for this. You know what? Did Yahushua curse him out? You know what, Peter? I never liked you and blah, blah, blah. No, Yahushua told Peter, you shall sit judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Then he proceeded to say, every man that's given up lands for me, given up a family, whatever, shall receive 100-fold in the future kingdom. So that's the condition, man.
Well, according to Yahshua, a white boy might be sitting next to you on that throne. Damn cracker.
Yeah, Yahshua.
Hey, man, the only brothers the men of the Lord are GMS. Yeah, not them other guys, man.
That's it.
You know? So you guys shouldn't be jumping from camp to camp.
That's it. And you know what?
After this, you go out on 14th Street, or you go down, go up the street with Zabak and them. You know what happens when you do that? Yep. You get confused.
Yeah.
Children tossed to and fro. Matter of fact, get that shit.
Ephesians 4.
We got to start bringing that out.
Hey, well, you know how Yahushua described him? He described him as, I recently found that out, he described him as a reed shaken in the wind. Because when he said, what went you out to see, he was talking about John the Baptist. Did you go out to see a reed shaken in the wind? Now, when I looked it up in the Red Bible, the precept sent me back to the scripture about the reed. Now, at first I didn't understand that. I said, what the hell does that got to do with Ephesians 4:14? But then the Spirit said, a reed shaken in the wind is like a guy that goes into any philosophy. So Yahushua was being sarcastic. He was saying, look, you went out to see a man that's into any philosophy? Is that what you went out to see? The answer was no. You went out to see a great prophet, and more than a prophet. Then he proceeded to talk about, John the Baptist. Give him his respect. Go ahead, bro.
This is Ephesians 4:14. That we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carry about with every wind of doctrine.
Yeah, well, like the elder said, you go to this camp, you go to that camp.
Like, for example, I'm going to ask y'all this. And you're going to have that, I already know you're going to have that befuddled look on your face. Y'all know about, how many of y'all know about Cornelius? Cornelius. Yeah. You heard about Cornelius in Acts the 10th chapter? How many know about Cornelius? Raise your hand. Okay, now this is the question. This is the $1 million question. What nationality was Cornelius? Okay, good. Israel. All right, good. Anybody else? You got Zabak up there. He teaches that Cornelius is an Edomite. Them guys down there on 14th Street teaches that Cornelius is an Israelite, man.
14th Street assholes.
Let's deal with something else.
What's that?
The mark of the beast in the book of Revelation. What is the mark of the beast in the book of Revelation? Nobody know? I know you know. I can see it in your eyes. I know you know. You said it with confidence, man. What is it? The chip? Well, hold up. I thought it was Christianity and an embargo. Do you know what an embargo is? An embargo or tariff is when you don't like the U.S., they don't accept any goods from Cuba. That's called a tariff. It can also be called an embargo. where they got goods to sell to you, but you don't like their policies or their politics because they're communists, you ain't going to accept their goods. All right? So a tariff is this. We ain't going to accept your goods, or we'll accept your goods for a high tax. So this clown, General Yohana, said that the mark of the beast is an embargo in Christianity. He even says Islam. He said if you embrace a religion of Islam, that means you got the mark of the beast.
You sleep with white women.
If you sleep with white women, that means you got the mark of the beast. So King Solomon got the mark of the beast before the mark of the beast ever came out.
Right.
Yeah.
But that shows you how bad Solomon was. He had the mark of the beast before the mark of the beast came out. The mark of the beast is not even. The mark of the beast is not even here yet. The mark of the beast is coming.
That's another form of it.
No, that is the only form, brother.
Yep.
The mark of the beast in the book of Revelation, the Revelation, the 13th chapter, and the start from the 15th verse, 16th verse on down to the 18th verse. The mark of the beast is his microchip. All right. Now let me tell you something about this microchip. When this monkey, Barack Hussein Obama, Barry Soetoro is his real name, when he had that Obama pill or Obama bill passed, Obama health care. In the health care, I think it's page 1001, 1004.
1004.
1004.
Yeah.
It speaks about a implantable device. All right.
That's right, bro.
And it says you're mandated to get this implantable device, which is this right here, no later than 36 months from the time that the bill was enacted. So you had the Obamacare, right? The health care bill, which was set up by the Clintons. That's the Clintons' bill, man. Because Barack Obama criticized Hillary about that bill, about that health care bill, making people pay for something whether they want health care or not. But he's now doing